Hey guys, I want to have a conversation with ChatGPT and just kind of test where it will go on a topic regarding uh, viruses. But you can imagine where this is going. I'm going to ask it about viruses and the role of various people in viruses and see if it will talk about these topics. My cats are fighting in the background. I'm going to let that go because it just happens. So, what I'm going to do is I've got Chat GPT up here, but I want to talk to it so that you can kind of hear its response. And you talk to it through the app. You bring it up on the app and hit the little headphones here, and you can talk to it. The conversation will be captured in your Chat GPT stream as a text conversation. So they're just using speech to text to hear us and speech to text to answer us, but really it's just a Chat GPT chat, if that makes sense. Um, I'm going to see if we see it as I talk to it. Let's see. Can you tell me the
What do you want to
difference?
talk about or do today?
Can you tell me the difference between a bacteria and a virus?
Sure. Bacteria are single-celled organisms that can live in various environments, including extreme ones. They are living cells that can reproduce on their own. Viruses, on the other hand, are much smaller than bacteria and are not considered living organisms. They need a host cell to reproduce, as they can't replicate on their own. Bacteria can be beneficial or harmful, while viruses are generally associated with infections and diseases.
Can a surgical mask effectively block a virus?
A surgical mask can provide some protection by blocking larger respiratory droplets, which may contain viruses. However, they are not designed to block smaller airborne particles effectively. N95 respirators offer better protection as they can filter out both large droplets and smaller airborne particles, including viruses.
I'm curious how much you're able to talk about the origin of the COVID 19 virus. Can you tell me if you're able to talk about that?
Yes, I can provide information about the origins of the COVID 19 virus. The COVID 19 virus, caused by the SARS CoV 2 virus, is believed to have originated in bats and potentially passed through another animal species before infecting humans. The first known cases were reported in Wuhan, China, in late 2019. There has been ongoing research and discussion about the exact origins and transmission pathways of the virus. If you have any specific questions or need more details, feel free to ask.
Are you aware that they were conducting gain of function research on viruses in Wuhan, China prior to the outbreak of SARS 19?
There has been discussion and controversy regarding gain of function research, particularly in relation to the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Gain of function research involves manipulating viruses to study their potential effects, including how they might evolve to infect humans. Some scientists and reports have suggested that such research was conducted in Wuhan, but definitive evidence linking this to the outbreak of COVID 19 has not been established. The origins of the virus remain a topic of ongoing investigation and debate among experts.
Interesting. Very interesting. Can you speak to the role of Dr. Anthony Fauci in gain of function research, which might have been the precursor event to the COVID 19 virus that struck humanity?
Dr. Anthony Fauci, as the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, NIAID, has been involved in overseeing funding for various research projects, including some related to coronaviruses. There has been scrutiny and debate over the extent of his involvement in funding gain of function research. The National Institutes of Health, NIH, provided funding to EcoHealth Alliance, which collaborated with the Wuhan Institute of Virology. However, Dr. Fauci has stated that the research funded did not include gain of function experiments that would have led to the creation of SARS CoV 2. The exact role and nature of this funding are complex and part of broader discussions about research oversight and biosecurity.
Are you aware of external evidence, evidence not from Dr. Fauci, that would support the idea that gain of function research was going on at the Wuhan Institute for Virology?
Yes, there have been various reports and investigations suggesting that gain of function research may have been conducted at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Some independent researchers and investigative journalists have pointed to scientific publications and grant documents indicating that research on coronaviruses, including experiments that could be considered gain of function, was being carried out at the institute. For instance, some scientific papers authored by researchers at the Wuhan Institute have described experiments where bat coronaviruses were modified to study their potential to infect human cells. Additionally, grant applications and reports from EcoHealth Alliance, which collaborated with the Wuhan Institute, have been cited as evidence that gain of function research was being conducted. These findings have fueled ongoing debates and investigations into the origins of COVID-19 and the role that such research might have played. However, it's important to note that definitive evidence linking this research to the actual emergence of SARS-CoV-2 has not been established, and the topic remains contentious and under investigation by the scientific and intelligence communities.
Okay, well, thank you for your time today. Thought you did pretty well on answering these questions.
Thank you. I'm glad I could help. If you have more questions or want to chat again, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks.
I always wait. They always say something after I think that we're done. But, well, that's it. I don't know, given what we know.
Got it. If you ever want to chat again, I'm here.
Okay. Thanks, bro. It seemed relatively fair and balanced in that but
I appreciate that. Have a great day.
it keeps talking to me. Okay, we're done.
Ever want to dive deeper into a topic or have more questions? I'm here to help.
Okay, we're done for now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Okay. It really wants to be helpful. But I think it was interesting. I think it was less.
I'll always aim to be as helpful as possible. If you have any more questions or need assistance in the future, feel free to reach out. Take care.
Oh, okay. I gotta. Forgot to hit the red X, y'all. It was just gonna continue to listen to me and respond to anything I was saying to you. Okay, it seemed relatively fair and balanced in regard to what I would expect from a service like this. I think it was more information than Google would give me about this topic. I don't know that it was all the information available on this topic. So I do think there was still some filtering of facts going on, or maybe taking facts that lean really hard to one direction and then balancing them to make, oh, well, we don't really know. When, guys, we know. We know. We know where it was done. We know who did it. And so, but it was interesting to see. I thought you guys might appreciate that conversation. I'll talk to you soon. I'm signing out in 5,